This video is going to show you how to use Microsoft Stream to create podcasts that students can use for revision, and then I'm also going to show you how I use them to then be uploaded onto Teams and to create a revision channel with all the different revision ideas that students can use to help them. So I like to create my podcasts using Microsoft Stream on the app via my mobile phone. So I go into the app, and if I go to my content and we're in my recordings, so to create a new video, we just click on the plus button and we go to record new video. You can be on the screen by using the button just to the right of the record button, but for me particularly and especially for revisions, I prefer just for the students to hear my voice. So if we click the right hand button on the screen, we can then press the middle button and fill the screen with black. However, we want to make sure the students know what the podcast's about, so we're going to click on the T and put some text in. So we're going to let them know exactly what the podcast is all about. And if we click this button to the right here, we can also centralise it. And then to get back to the screen, we can just click back on it like that. I would recommend that you write some sort of script or write some bullet points in regards to what you're going to talk about in your podcast, because it will just help give some structure to the podcasts. The way I structure my podcasts, I ask students to get a piece of paper or a whiteboard and a marker ready, and we do it very much like we would do a thought shower or a brain dump in class, where I will ask the students some questions. I will give them some hints and tips if they're stuck. But with the podcasts, I give them time and ask them to pause the video, and then when they're ready to start again, they can unpause the video and they can check their answers with my answers. When you're ready to record, if you just press the record button at the bottom of the screen, there is an option to pause as you go along, which can be quite helpful if you've got a longer video to do. When you're ready to finish, if you again click that button and you use the right hand red button and click done. I leave upload for later because that gives me a chance to edit it as and when I need it. So once you've recorded your podcast, you then need to go to the Microsoft Stream website. Log in and click on My Content and then Videos, and then you will have all of the podcasts that you have created. So if you click on the podcast that you want to upload, one of the first things that you can do is just double check your transcript, check that the words that are on the transcript match the words that you are speaking, and these will obviously come up as your closed captions. If you click on the pen here, you can then go into each section, amend it as you need to, and save it when you've made any changes. If you want to listen to the words, you can just use this button here to replay that segment of the video. And once you've done, you can tick the box. You now need to share it. So if we scroll down, we're going to go to the share button here, and we're going to click copy, and then we need to go into Teams. So as you can see, my students have a dedicated channel for their revision resources. In the posts sections, we have Kahoots, we have a Blueket, we also have some podcasts. We also have guidance on how to use the Cram app, which gives them a list of all the different flashcards that they can upload. And to add the podcast, we're going to click on this button up here. So we're going to add a tab, click on Stream, and we're then going to use the Control and V button in this bar to copy and paste in the link. So we need to click on the link, make sure that this is ticked so that the students can see it posted on the channel, and then we're going to save. This will now appear in the channel, and they can access it either through this section on the top bar, or they can go to posts and they can click on it from there. What's really good with this is if students have MS Teams on their phone, they've got access to all of these podcasts everywhere, all of these revision resources. So it means that they've got an opportunity to do revision even in a very short space of time. We use this a lot as well in class. So if there's a time when I want them to go back to a specific theorist, they can use some of these resources to help them. As well as all the games and the podcasts, if you go to the files section, the students can also find exam questions and answers to enable them to practice their exam skills.
So the final thing I wanted to share with you was a clip from one of my podcasts just to show you how I structure it. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and good luck making your podcasts.
Hi everybody and welcome to your revision podcast for Skinner, who falls under Social Behaviour Street as part of our Theorist Mind Map. So we're going to do this like we do our lessons, so please make sure you have a pen and a piece of paper ready, or your whiteboard and a marker. So I'm going to give you some opportunity to write down some answers. So if you want to pause the podcast, write your answer down, and then you can restart the podcast and check your answers. So what is the name of Skinner's theory? If you need a clue, 2 words, one begins with O and the second word begins with a C. If you've put operant conditioning, well done, that's excellent.